Well, hey YouTube, I haven't done a video in a while. A lot has happened at a lot of shows. Quite a few shows, and getting ready for the ARBA convention in Texas. So, Lolo is just running and running because he wants some attention. But this is Warhead. You all know Warhead, but I just wanted to comment on the fact, a few weeks ago at the Iowa convention, he got his grand champion leg, so he'll be grand champion. And then you had Smarty, he's already grand. This is Smarty's brother, and this is Smarty's brother. They are both sold and gone. This one's going to California, I believe. Down here's Payday. He's getting ready to go to the ARBA convention. And then this little buck here is out of Good Bar and Dove. He's going to the convention, but he's going to be sold. I don't need him. So Good Bar is going to be one of my bringbacks. And then you got everybody else you'll know. So we'll go outside and I'll talk about the other good news. Alright. So a few weeks ago at the Iowa convention, I got, besides Warhead, I have some other guys. This here is Sugar Babies. She's like, do not bother me. They're getting ready to get groomed and get ready for the convention in Texas this week. So, but Sugar Babies earned her grand champion leg, and she also won in one of the shows. She won best 6 class. 6 class is basically your larger breed rabbits. So that's like, she won her variety, which is her color red, and then she went on to win best New Zealand versus the other approved colors, white, black, and the brokens, either broken red or broken black. She beat them and won best New Zealand. And then that best New Zealand went on and she faced the best of the 6 class animals, like the Flemish Giants and any of the larger breeds. And she won best 6 class. Well, then best 6 class goes against best 4 class. And best 4 class was a Mini Rex, which ended up winning. But basically, you know, she came down to her or the Mini Rex for winning best in show. So the highest I've ever got with a red, and that's a 6 class now, which is really awesome for us, you know, besides the national, obviously. But as far as a regular show, that's pretty sweet. She was just one away from winning best in show, so that's gonna be hard to top for a long time, I imagine. And so she's pretty special to us. This is Sugar Babies, if I said it right. I don't remember if I told you or not. But 6 class means I'm gonna probably do another video about 6 and 4 class. I might do some informational videos about show stuff. I don't know, just for people that are interested in showing or might start, or anything that can help them, the little things that people have questions about. So if you have questions on that stuff, please ask me, and maybe I can do a video on that stuff. Also that day, Pixie Sticks, she got her grand champion leg. She won best of breed, or best New Zealand, the show before Sugar Babies won her best 6 class. I'm just going to go to the ones that did something. Gummy Bear here, she did really good. She's sitting on 2 legs. She's waiting for her last leg. So I had Warhead, I had Sugar Babies, I had Pixie Sticks, all got their grand champion leg, as well as Bazooka. This is Bazooka. Bazooka's ear is kind of like Crackles, but whenever you mess with him or anything, it's completely strong. And when he wants to be alert, he's fine. So if you posed him up or anything, he will definitely pop his ears for you, really just fine. And he's got a massive head on him, as you can see. Come on, buddy. He's just I'm gonna droop it, and I don't care because you're not making me be on camera. So, but Bazooka won a leg, I don't know, a couple months ago. I wasn't really thinking about it. I hadn't gave him much attention. He's not sitting very good right there, but he went on in Iowa to win 2 more legs, and he got his grand champion leg. So out of nowhere, basically, he kind of grand championed himself. So now I have 3 grand champion broken red bucks, and I have 2 grand champion red does right now, and then of course Andy's, and she's grand champion. And then her new litter, let me see if I can get on it. You can see underneath, they're all in the hair and stuff, but those are out of Smarty. So that's my first litter of grand champion over grand champions. breeding, which is pretty cool. You know, it is what it is. It's what makes it fun for me, you know, exciting. So we'll go on and talk about some of these other guys real quick. This is mostly for the ARBA convention that I'm talking about. This doe here is a junior doe. She's got a best in breed, so she won Best New Zealand one show a couple months ago. Yeah, 2 months ago about, when she was a little bitty junior. So that's kind of cool. She's going to Texas. She'll be getting sold. I just don't need all these does, obviously. Another junior doe, she'll be getting sold. And another junior buck who's going to be getting sold. This little junior buck is Good Bar and Dove's second litter. And he's staying here along with his brother over here because I need them for a state convention show. So I don't want them to end up getting sold out from under me if someone wants them. That's his brother. And these are his two sisters. They are going to the ARBA convention, but because I didn't have as many junior does, I wanted to take them. So they're about 5 weeks younger than the other juniors I'm taking, but they're really nice. So they're gonna go just to show, and I ain't letting them go, no matter what people want. And again, Gummy Bear. And then we got this little doe here. She was going to convention, but she's just a little bit light. She's kind of the smallest one in the litter, which is not done bad for me. I grow them out and then they turn into these awesome rabbits. But right now, I just ain't gonna take her. I'm gonna hold on to her, let her sit here for a while, take her to my state convention next month, and see what's going on with that. See how she does. This little bucky, this buck and this buck are brothers, and they like to mark their cage and spray all over the place because they're bucks. But they're really nice bucks. He has beat his brother once before, but he doesn't regularly beat him. He's pretty nice. But this here is his brother, and he beats his brother all the time, or most of the time. And as you can see, they like to spray the wall behind them. They spray everything. They like to mark it all. Luckily, they're red, not white. But he's going to be staying around here. They are Crunch and Milky Way breeding. And so he kind of replaces Daddy Crunch because his Daddy Crunch had a broken tail, so he never got to show, other than when I found out he had a broken tail, and he was really nice. So he's got really broad shoulders, as you can see, real tight, heavy shoulders, and he's got good depth. He's got everything. He was the one that some judges called a powerhouse when he was a baby. They kept calling him Powerhouse. So he's going to get a name and stay around, probably be a breeder, and of course going to the convention. This buck here is just a broken buck. He is Good Bar Charlie breeding, so red over Charlie. And he is going to be sold. Pretty nice little buck. This buck is Smarty over Twix. As you can tell, he's very muscular, very nice. He is a young junior buck that's just come on all of a sudden. He's been doing really good at shows, and I'm pretty happy about him. But he'll be getting sold, so I just don't need him. And so he'll bring a pretty good deal for us. And this one here is a sister to this doe here, and she is also getting sold, but she's a sister to the other Good Bar Charlie, and she's really nice, got really good depth and everything. Just I believe this one's a little nicer. I like her. She's got a lot of color, but not booted, and so she's probably going to be staying. This is her sister Lifesavers, who's out of a previous breeding before that, same breeding, just earlier. She's really nice, but I think her little sister here is probably going to be a little better. So I'm going to be breeding Lifesavers today and taking her to the ARBA convention, and she'll probably be sold as a bred doe. And then of course Bazooka, he's not going nowhere. And then I got this doe here, who is a sister to the doe over there I said was a young junior and won Best New Zealand at a show. She's going, she'll be sold too. These are both, they were both Crunch over Hot Tamales. And she's really nice, just don't need her, got too many. And then this little buck here is a brother to those two bucks I told you is spraying all the time, and he's going to the show also, and will be sold too. But this here is Dentine. If you remember Dentine, she's the one that pulled her teeth out when she was little. She's been bred, and she's bred to Crunch, and so hopefully she'll have some soon. As far as, I'm going to just do a baby video. That's what I'm going to do. So I got a little bit of time to finish this video, then I'll just do a baby video. As you can see, everybody here all got babies, except for Watcha, she missed. So I'll go out here and show you the ones outside real quick. I gotta blast through this to hurry it up. This is Good Bar and Hot Tamales red little baby. She had 4, and I saved one by taking the sack off its face. The other 3 had been dead on the cage, and So she needed some more babies, and these are Jawbreaker and Twix's brokens that they had, and I fostered them over. There was another Charlie, but it got squished when it was very, very little. So she had Jawbreaker and Twix had 2 excessive white hairs. They had 2 Charlies, and then that real pretty one there. So they got fostered over, and that is the only baby out of that litter from Good Bar Hot Tamales, but they do have another litter in there currently right now. These are also Jawbreaker and Twix. There's 6 reds that were with those brokens. Jawbreaker's dad is solid, Twix is heavy broken, so about half of them came out solid. That little rabbit back there was born basically without an eye. I don't know if it got hurt when it was little or poked or whatever, but it doesn't have an eye, so we know where it's going to go. And then the rest of them are pretty dark for broken on broken breeding. We'll see how they turn out. Down here we got Smarty and Kit Kats, last litter. There's a Charlie Doe that I'm interested in keeping to replace my Charlie with, because I like the Charlies because you've seen what they make. I apologize for the blurriness, the camera doesn't want to focus because of all the lighting, but and then this little broken here that's pretty nice, so she'll be kept around to see how she does for showing. This little buck here is Crackled Glacier's only red that they have had. Glacier's not here anymore. She was the white out of red breeding, but she's moved on to a friend's house and they're raising her for whites. But a real nice little buck here. He's only got half a butterfly, but he is a very muscular buck. And a couple of Charlie bucks out of that Smarty and Kit Kat litter, like that Charlie I'm keeping. They're just here. One of them's really nice and one of them's going to the freezer, but the other one's real nice for somebody that needs a Charlie buck for sure. Got some interest in it. Oh, and real quick, we got Warhead and Fun Dips first litter. There's a nice broken here. Got a nice head on him. Yeah, the solid red there. It's got 2 heavy brokens. One is a buck, one's a doe, and then this excessive haired buck. There was an excessive white haired doe, but she's been sold for a meat breeder already. Someone already wanted her. They're pretty like that. So, and then she has another litter of the same breeding, but we'll talk about that in the baby video. Again, thanks for watching, guys. Sorry it took so long, but there's a lot to talk about whenever you're busy with this many rabbits. Have a good one. Bye.